Have you ever looked at a top-producing real estate agent and just wondered, how do they do it? Well, you're in the right place. What we're about to break down isn't some kind of magic trick. It's a blueprint, a clear, repeatable path to success. So let's get into it.
But first, we have to start with a pretty tough reality check. This number, 87%. That's the percentage of new real estate agents who are out of the business within 5 years. Let that sink in. For every 10 people who start this journey, maybe 1 or 2 actually make it. This isn't just about getting ahead, it's about survival.
So that's the big question, right? What is the secret sauce? What separates the agents who are absolutely crushing it from everyone else who's just struggling to stay afloat? Is it just luck? Being in the right place at the right time? Or is it something you can actually control, something you can learn?
I love this quote because it nails the core problem. A wicked environment, what that means is the rules aren't always clear, and you don't get immediate feedback. You know that freedom of being your own boss? It sounds amazing, but it can be a double-edged sword. It's so easy to fall into the procrastination trap, where you feel busy all day long, but you're not actually doing anything that moves the needle.
But here's the good news. The solution isn't some secret handshake or hidden knowledge. It's a framework, a system, a way of thinking and acting that the top producers use, whether they realize it or not. And we're going to unpack that system right now.
And here it is. We call it the FACT framework. It's an acronym that stands for the 4 pillars of success: focus discipline, adaptive resilience, creative differentiation, and foundational trust. This is our roadmap for the rest of our time together.
Okay, let's dive into Pillar 1, focused discipline. In an industry that is pulling you in a million different directions every single day, your ability to focus, well, it's basically a superpower. It's about knowing exactly where to aim your energy to get the biggest bang for your buck.
So what do we really mean by focus? It's not just about trying to avoid TikTok for an hour. It's a deliberate, strategic choice. You have limited resources: your time, your money, your energy. Focus means you are consciously aiming all of that only at activities that will actually make you money. Everything else is just noise.
And a huge part of focus comes down to mindset. You've got the scarcity mindset on the left. This is the agent who's always a victim. The market's bad, the leads are junk, it's always someone else's fault. Then you have the abundance mindset on the right. This agent sees a challenge and thinks, okay, opportunity. They don't waste energy on things they can't control, they find a solution.
So how do you put this into practice? Just remember to make a plan. This is it. These are the 4 highest leverage activities in real estate: prospecting, lead follow-up, going on appointments, and negotiating deals. If you look at your calendar and it isn't completely dominated by these 4 things, you're probably stuck in that procrastination trap we talked about.
Okay, so you've mastered your focus. You're executing your plan. But what happens when the market shifts overnight? That brings us to Pillar 2, adaptive resilience. In this business, change is the only constant. The agents who thrive aren't necessarily the strongest. They're the ones who can bend without breaking.
And look, this is about more than just bouncing back after a deal goes south. It's about seeing the curve in the road ahead and pivoting before you have to. I mean, think about when video tours became a necessity. The agents who saw it as a hassle got left behind. The ones who saw it as a cool new way to reach buyers anywhere in the world, they flourished. That's adaptability. And this table gives you a perfect snapshot of what that looks like today. The traditional agent is grinding out manual calls. The adaptive agent is using AI to qualify leads 24/7. The traditional agent does a basic search on the MLS. The adaptive agent is using predictive analytics to see where the market is going. They're not just working harder, they're working smarter. And this isn't just theory. Listen to what this agent Emily says. She used to dread challenges. Now she sees them as growth opportunities. That's the resilient mindset. Every problem isn't a roadblock. It's a free lesson that makes you better and tougher for the next one. All right, on to our 3rd pillar, creative differentiation. Let's be honest, there are a lot of real estate agents out there. In a sea of competition, just being good at your job isn't enough. You have to be different. You have to be memorable. Now, when we say creativity, we're not talking about designing a prettier business card. We're talking about a strategic blend of business smarts, new tech, and really understanding what makes people tick. It's how you show clients your unique value in a way that just cuts through all the marketing clutter. So what does this actually look like? Well, instead of just sending listings to an out-of-state buyer, you become their eyes and ears on the ground. You're not just taking photos, you're creating immersive 3D tours. You're using AI to virtually stage an empty house so buyers can see its potential.
You're creating killer content about local neighborhoods. Each one of these things solves a real problem for your client and makes you the obvious choice. And here's a perfect, real-world example. This agent had a breakthrough when they stopped doing things the old way and started using social media to actually connect with people. You know, creativity usually lives just one step outside of your comfort zone.
This brings us to our final and maybe most important pillar, foundational trust. You can be focused, adaptive, and creative, but if people don't trust you, you have a hobby, not a business. Trust is the absolute bedrock of a long-term career.
See, trust isn't just some vague, fuzzy feeling. It's a strategic asset. It's built from three things. Credibility, you know your stuff. Dependability, you do what you say you're going to do. And transparency, you tell the truth, even when it's hard. Get those three right, and you won't just have clients, you'll have raving fans for life.
And I think this quote from Kent Clothier just says it all, doesn't it? In this complex, sometimes crazy business, the ultimate secret weapon is just simple integrity. When your clients know, deep in their bones, that you have their back, you've already won.
And this is what it sounds like when you get it right. Just listen to the words this client, Victoria, uses. Steady force, unwavering commitment. That's not just a 5-star review. That is the sound of a business that will be fueled by referrals for years to come.
So let's bring it all home. These 4 pillars, focus, adaptability, creativity, and trust, they aren't just a list of nice-to-have traits. They work together. They're a system, a powerful engine for building a career of mastery.
You can almost think of it like this formula. Your focus and your adaptability, they're like multipliers. They're your engine. But creativity, that's the turbocharger. It takes your success to an exponential level. And the whole thing, the entire formula, is built on the solid foundation of trust. Without trust, the whole structure just crumbles. So there you have it, the FACT framework. This is what separates the 87% who don't make it from the ones who build incredible, lasting careers. You have the blueprint now. The question is, what are you going to build?